Village's Vitality listeners, I've got some good news for you. If you're listening via our Buzzsprout feed, you should see a fan mail button. You can ask questions or leave me comments as a text, or in our new feature, you can send it as a voicemail. If you'd like a response, make sure you leave your name, email address, and cell phone number.
The Season 8 of Village's Vitality Life, Seniors Life Unscripted. In this new season, we talk to leaders of clubs and interesting folks who live in and around the villages. We also talk to people who have information vital to seniors. You will get perspectives of what is happening in and around the villages, Florida. In addition, in this new season, we will add more information for all seniors. We are a listener-supported podcast.
This is Mike Roth on Village's Vitality, a Senior Life Unscripted. I'm here today with Melissa Guilloty, and Melissa is the manager over at Leahi Foods in Lake Sumter. It's the only pure vegetarian restaurant in Lake Sumter. Melissa is a mom, and she's a plant-based food professional. She's passionate about helping others feel better through simple, intentional food choices. She's currently deepening her understanding of nutrition and shares her journey of learning and how to listen to your body, making nourishment more approachable, realistic, and empowering for everyday life. Thanks for joining us, Melissa.
Good to be here.
How did your personal relationship with food begin to change?
I think it started really early for me, even before I could even understand it. I remember going to a school field trip to a farm and seeing how animals were kept. And even as a kid, something about it stayed with me emotionally. I naturally wasn't a big eater after that. And later in life, I saw documentaries, read books, and how large-scale fruit production was made. And it made me aware and more intentional about what I was eating.
So when did you decide to become a vegetarian?
I decided to become a vegetarian, a full vegetarian, about 3 years ago when my skin, the energy level was declining. I could see, I could tell, I could feel it, that something wasn't right.
And so 3 years on a vegetarian-based diet, have you felt a lot better?
I have. It's shown in my skin and my mood, and overall, yeah, it made a big difference.
How do you personally look at the role that food plays in how we feel every day?
After hearing different podcasts and reading certain books, I realized that food wasn't just about feeling full. It started becoming more as feedback, as information, essentially, not just food to feel full.
What have you learned from working with people seeking better health every day?
So most people are walking in a little overwhelmed because there's so much information out there, and where to start, what's really the best course of action. And there's no simple answer. It's really what works best for you, and it starts by paying attention. So what I've learned is that people don't need perfection. They just need simple, realistic steps that feel approachable. Sometimes just helping someone swap one meal, drink more water, or even add more color to their plate creates that momentum and confidence.
How has the phrase "Nourish to Flourish" influenced your perspective on nourishment and daily lifestyle?
So what I really appreciate about that phrase, nourish, and Tweet's book, Nourish to Flourish, is that it's not just about food, it's about transformation and perspective. It shows me that nourishment affects more than the body. It can influence your energy, your habits, your mindset, and the way you move through life. And seeing Tweet live that message in real life made it more possible, practical, not extreme. I think it reminded me of that lasting change usually happens through consistency, awareness, and not perfection.
And you have 2 children?
I do.
And they're on a plant-based diet?
I have a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old, and they are plant-based. I don't target my kids. I don't make my kids eat only plant-based food. I do incorporate it more in every dish, and I've been doing that since they were babies. And I just try to approach it in a realistic, balanced way. That way they don't feel stressful and restrict them. I want them to have a positive relationship with food, creative, nourishing, and I focus on exposing them more. Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite plant-based dishes?
I love green papaya. Green papaya.
I've had papaya. I don't remember it being green, though.
Green papaya. I kid you not, you can make noodles. I love pasta. I have an Italian background, and pasta is always in my pantry all the time. So you take green papaya, you get it before it turns orange.
So the papaya is not ripe.
It's not ripe.
Okay. So
that's why it's a green papaya.
Yeah, I remember papayas orange or yellow.
Yeah. That's the sweet papaya.
Yeah.
Yep. So before you get it to get sweet, you take it out, process it, and it becomes thin, string-like spaghetti noodles that have no flavor whatsoever. They're really crunchy and hydrating. When you toss a sauce, you put your favorite pesto, your favorite white sauce, any sauce, it becomes that. And you get a pasta, plant-based, easy.
Very good. Okay. Now, is that kind of a dish available? It
is, yes.
And what is it called on the menu?
On the menu, it's called the Thai Crunch.
The Thai Crunch.
The Thai Crunch.
Yeah. There are a lot of menu options there that when I've gone into the cafe, I don't know what they mean.
Ask me anything.
Okay. I don't have a menu in front of me. But what should people...
come in.
I've had my wife come in several times when I'm teaching classes in AI at the Lake Rec Center and pick up lunch between the morning class and the afternoon class. You know what her biggest complaint is? It takes too long to get the food at your place. You guys are too busy, especially around lunchtime.
That's a good problem to have.
That's a good problem, yeah. But when you're eating a plant-based meal, what's the best thing to drink?
I personally don't drink anything. There is a lot of debate between mainstream and holistic approaches to drinking, but I just really think that the one rule everybody should follow is follow your intuition. Listen to your body, because there's no one rule that fits everybody. So I personally notice myself feeling better when I just either take light sips or don't drink anything at all. And some people drink too much liquid during meals and may leave with them feeling bloated, uncomfortable, or even feel full without actually finishing their meal.
Yeah. I like to have a lot of water with meals because you can almost never drink enough water.
Yeah.
And I find it difficult to stop and have about 8-ounce glass of water in between meals. So I like to have at least a full 8 ounces, maybe 12 ounces of water with a meal.
It is your personal, how you found it works best for you. Yeah. And if it works, keep doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a short break here and listen to an Alzheimer's tip from Dr. Craig Curtis.
When we talk about the causes of heart attacks and strokes and peripheral vascular disease, we all know about things such as diabetes, smoking, and poor diet choices. Those are all called modifiable risk factors. You can change those and you can lower your risk. And then if we talk about non-modifiable risk factors, things you cannot change, there's a cholesterol that has been labeled the ghost cholesterol.
I've heard of good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Now I have to worry about a ghost cholesterol?
That's right. There's a cholesterol known as lipoprotein A. That cholesterol has been known about for a long time. However, scientists over the last decade have discovered that this is one of the major risk factors for heart disease, cardiovascular disease, cerebral vascular disease such as strokes, and peripheral vascular disease such as problems in the legs. And what they've discovered is that this is a genetically linked lipoprotein. What that means is it runs in families. And unfortunately, we've had no way to modify this.
To learn more, visit his website, craigcurtismd.com, or call 352-500-5252 to attend a free seminar.
Thank you, Dr. Curtis. I'm back with Melissa. Melissa, can you explain to our listeners what the power of microgreen is and the partnership with Yummy Harvest?
So microgreens are tiny and mighty. You don't have to eat a lot of them to get a bunch of fiber, nutrition, antioxidants. You just need a little handful. And they contain vitamins, minerals, fibers, antioxidants, and they're easy way to add more nutrition to everyday meals without actually having to eliminate anything. You just gotta add more greens. So
When you say microgreens, what exactly are microgreens?
microgreen are the plant, I want to say, at its teenage state. Because first you plant the seed and it becomes a sprout. Sprout is something you can also eat, but people generally
I like
eat
sprouts.
it. Yeah, people generally eat the little baby sprout with the seed, the root, everything. When you harvest microgreens, they're a little bit taller. That's the teenager plant, and they're packed. You don't need a whole plate of broccoli to get their nutrition. You just need a handful of broccoli microgreens to get their power.
I've never noticed that in the supermarket.
Yeah. It's booming now.
Is
I
it?
feel like it's becoming something people are noticing more and more. Nutrition and simple add-ons to your food that you don't have to cook or go out of your way.
Tell us about this partnership with Yummy Harvest. Most people have not heard of Yummy Harvest.
Yummy Harvest is a farm in Lady Lake and is run by a couple. They grow these microgreens in their farm and they supply it to other restaurants, including Leahi Health, some supermarkets, and they also deliver to your house. So they grow this all in your farm. They teach you how to do it too. And it's a great sustainable thing to have in our fridge at the restaurant. Easy grab and go. And you can add it to your bowls, your salads, your smoothies, sandwiches without really completely changing your whole diet.
So it's more like a condiment, like mustard,
More like a supplement.
a sup.
More like a supplement.
Okay. What is your background before you got to Leahi Foods? What did you do in the plant-based world?
I want to say I've been a mom, and that to me was a serious health concern. I wanted to raise these kids healthy from what I've been seeing around me. And I took plant-based and nutrition in my home, studying, reading books, podcasts, entering different mom groups and conferences in my area about healthier eating. So I've always tried to track my kids' health and steer them away from sugary foods and kind of control the environment around them, not so much them, because kids will be kids. But I've tried to keep ice creams away, tried to keep fridge full of lettuce, bananas, apples. And that's how I've been taking control of that. What do we eat? How do we eat it and feel better?
Now, most of our listeners are in the senior age category,
Yeah.
55 and up. What kind of advice in terms of plant-based eating can you give to them? Because they're probably used to a more varied diet, fish, pork, whatever,
Yeah,
even chicken.
that's true. I've eaten chicken before too. How I start my kids, I would start anybody. Don't eliminate things you like. Add things, more green things, more colorful things to your plate. Do that consistently, and over time, you feel these foods are so nutrient dense that you won't even miss the other stuff.
So we talked about microgreens. What's the next thing that someone 60 years of age should add to their diet?
I want to say nuts. I would say seeds and nuts.
Yeah, I am a great advocate of Brazil nuts.
Good.
I
They're
love
very
them.
good for you.
Yeah, I've loved them since I was a kid. And I've become a regular on Amazon. They ship me a 2-pound bag.
Nuts are good for you.
Now, what's the difference in nutritional value, say, between Brazil nuts and macadamia nuts?
It's a very good question.
So the real answer is eat more nuts. Are there any particular type of nuts that you recommend or that you use in the cafe?
I do recommend walnuts.
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 Wow.
If you look at a walnut, what does it remind you of?
It's a hard shell.
It's a hard shell, and it has a bunch of little veins on top.
Yeah.
It looks rigid. It looks
Very
like a
rigid.
brain.
Yeah, I get a
A
little bit.
little bit. And you open it up, and it has 2 hemispheres, and you're like, what is this?
And
It's a little brain.
And you got to break it again to get.
Yeah. So if it looks like a brain, it should be good for the brain.
Oh, you think it's good brain food?
I think it's good brain food.
Okay, what's the second type of plant-based food that someone should be adding to their diets?
Definitely, I want to say papaya.
Papaya.
Green papaya. It's very good for the digestion. And if you have indigestion or feel bloated, eat a half of a green papaya with your favorite dressing. Very good for you.
And what's your opinion of eggplant?
Eggplant. Very good. Very hydrating.
Very hydrating.
Very hydrating. Makes good pizza. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah. Okay. Now that one you're going to have to explain. Was that on the menu at Leahi?
It's not on the menu at Leahi.
Okay,
It's at the menu at my house.
Okay, it's a Melissa special.
It's a Melissa special.
Tell our listeners how to make this pizza.
So you take your eggplants, slice them, put them
Take
on.
the skin off?
I don't.
Okay, leave the black skin on.
Leave the skin on. Cut it in thin slices like you would do potato chips. Then pour some salt on it to get it dehydrated.
Wait a minute, thin as potato chips.
As thin as potato chips. Yeah. Then you dehydrate that. So you have to throw a little bit of salt in it to get the moisture out.
Okay.
Pat it dry. Put it on your baking pan. Put all the veggies you like. I like green onions. I like red onions, red peppers. I like chili on it too. A little bit of olive oil, mushrooms. Put it on about 400 degrees in your oven for about 15, 20 minutes. You got yourself pizza.
No crust.
No crust.
Okay.
Yep. It's pretty crunchy once you bake it for a long time.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I'll share with you the best eggplant dish I've ever had in my life. Last summer, I was in Barcelona, and I like tapas. So I asked the concierge at the hotel, where's the best tapas place around here? And we went over. He gave us a recommendation. It looked like a bar, neighborhood bar, but it was pretty big on the inside. And I asked the waitress, what's the best tapas dish to try? And she said, the eggplant. And I said, eggplant? I wasn't expecting that. But she said, you're going to love it. If you don't love it, I'm going to not charge you for it. So I said, I'll take it.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. So she brings out this, looked like a big pail, I think, okay, with lightly fried eggplants in it, okay. They had a little salt on them, and the whole thing was covered with a honey, okay. I don't know what the name of the dish was, but I ate a chip, and my wife didn't. It was probably the best eggplant I've ever had.
Was it crunchy?
It was crunchy.
So good.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't believe it.
Eggplants are underrated.
Yeah. And so as we're walking out, I asked the waitress, do you sell a lot of this? And she points to the bar area, and they got these 2 big refrigerators with glass doors, and the stack from bottom to top full of eggplants. I didn't realize that when we walked in, but it was really an amazing dish. Amazing dish. Can you give our listeners another hint in a plant-based addition to their diet?
Yes. Everybody likes eggs in the morning. Pretty much.
Okay with eggs.
Pretty much.
I'm okay with them. I don't like them.
You don't like.
I eat them. Scrambled eggs. I'm not a big scrambled egg.
Most people like a little egg in the morning.
But egg wouldn't be plant-based.
But egg wouldn't be plant-based. That is correct. So in the plant-based world, we don't eat eggs.
Okay.
When you're vegetarian, yes. When you're vegan, you don't want any animal product. So tofu is a great substitute for protein in the morning in place of your eggs.
Is tofu actually a protein? That's a soy product.
Tofu is a protein. It's a complete protein. 9 essential amino acids.
Mm-hmm. The nice thing about tofu is it has no taste by itself.
Yeah.
It only has the flavor of the other ingredients that you add. So what do you add in the morning with tofu?
So what I like to add in the morning with tofu is a little bit of nutritional yeast. That is like the cheesy aspect, a cheesy flavor for it, and then gives it color too. I also like to add green onions, dill.
Dill is nice.
I like to add
Green onions would add a nice flavor.
turmeric for the color. Did I say turmeric?
Turmeric, yeah.
Yeah, turmeric, cumin,
Human.
smoked paprika, a little bit of chili powder if you like it spicy.
Is that, when we say smoked paprika, is that the same as the paprika you get from Hungary?
Yes, smoked paprika.
Good.
Yeah. Then you can cook it hot or you can make it a cold egg salad. And then the final ingredient for my homemade egg salad and tofu scramble is vegan mayonnaise.
What's in your scrambled eggs, which aren't eggs, for breakfast?
In my scrambled eggs, you have
Which aren't eggs.
which aren't eggs.
It's tofu
It's
mixture.
tofu scramble.
Tofu scramble.
So you have your vegan mayonnaise, the turmeric, cumin, smoked paprika, a little bit of dill. I love dill, and green onions. You just mix it in a bowl and you have yourself egg salad.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's interesting. You should have brought some with you.
Should have. I have a picture of it I have to send you. You should
Okay.
see my egg salad,
I'm not
which
sure.
is not egg.
And what will you serve as a main course dish for dinner?
A main course dish for dinner.
Yeah, that our people who are unfamiliar with a plant-based diet would really say is good. I've heard people saying, we got a tofu turkey for Thanksgiving. That just bothered the heck out of me.
I like vegan chili. I have a teacher. Her name is Debbie Waddell. She's the president of the Whole Food Plant-Based Club. And she taught me how to make taco meat, like ground beef taco meat, but out of tofu. And it looks and tastes amazing. It looks just like ground beef.
Do
So
you serve that at the cafe?
we don't serve that at the cafe. Only sometimes. We've served it before on special occasions. But yeah, it makes great dinner with some chips, a little salsa on the side. Kids love it
Guacamole.
with guacamole.
Yeah, everything
That'd
goes
be
better
nice.
with guacamole.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit of lime squeeze.
Oh, yeah. Good. Is there anything about the cafe that you'd like our listeners to know?
I want our listeners to know that it's a safe place to come and explore new eating habits, if you wish. Yeah, it's fun.
What is the healthiest dish that you serve at the cafe?
All of it is really healthy.
All of it's healthy. I'm
All
sure,
of it is
yeah.
really healthy.
Yeah, you can't get a T-bone there, but what is the healthiest dish?
Okay. For a first timer,
Yeah.
I always recommend a beet pokey bowl. What it is, steamed beets with raw onions, mock tuna, which is made with chickpeas, celery, and onions too. Tofu, just tossed with a little sauce, which is amino acids and sesame oil. Avocado, brown rice with our homemade teriyaki sauce.
Why do you make the teriyaki sauce, which is such a common ingredient, there at the cafe?
The question was, how do I make it, or
Why do you make it as opposed to buying commercial grade?
We definitely make it because we know what goes in it. We know exactly how much of what is in it versus store-bought ingredients. They just tell you the ingredient list. They don't tell you how much of what. Essentially, you're in the shadows a little bit.
So if someone wants to examine the menu from Leahi Food online, what website do they go to?
They go to www.leahihealthtv.com.
Can you spell that out? Some people didn't have a pencil or a pen in their hand.
Yes. So get your pencil and paper, and it's www.leahihealthtv.com.
So let's pretend someone gets that menu, looks at it. Can they call the shop and then have a to-go order made and pick it up?
They can order right there on that page online.
You can order online.
You can order online. You don't have to call. Just go on the website and it clicks on the top order online. We also have an app now. So if you go on your app store.
Is it both for Android and iPhone?
Correct. Yes, both for Android and iPhone. And you search up Leahi Health. Again, and it pops right up. You'll see our logo. This is the Hawaiian girl.
Hawaiian girl, yes.
And you click on download and you should be good to go.
Open it up. So when they go online and pick the items that they want, how much later does it take for them to?
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes later?
About 20 minutes.
So about the time for most people to drive from wherever they are to
Yes.
Lake Sumter Landing, find the parking spot for your car.
Yes, definitely check that option out first. Saves us a lot of time, saves you a lot of time.
Can you give it a delay option? Say, I want to pick this food up in an hour instead of 20 minutes?
100%, yes. We have pickup or delivery till 5 p.m. So if you place an order online before 3 p.m., you're able to pick up this at any time before 5.
And how does delivery work?
We are partnered with DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
So you place the order online and the app immediately finds a DoorDash employee and they'll come pick it right up and deliver it.
That's very convenient.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's real cool. I'll probably use that the next time I teach 2 classes in the Enrichment Center.
Yeah, we're actually in the process of uploading more pictures of more food items, and you're going to be able to see everything very soon.
What was the Brazilian?
The Brazilian has won the title of the village's favorite smoothie.
Really? What's in it?
There is acai juice.
What?
Acai juice. It's
Acai.
Brazilian fruit, full of antioxidants.
Okay.
It has blueberries.
Always good.
Always good. Pineapples.
Excellent.
Banana.
Thickening agent.
And granola.
And granola. This is served in a shake?
Served in a shake.
Is that granola mixed in and broken up?
Very much so. We have a Vitamix blender, and it blends it all the way through.
Okay. That's great. Anything else I forgot to ask you, Melissa, that you want to add?
I think we're pretty good.
Good.
Yes.
Thanks for being on the show with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Remember, our next episode will be released next Friday at 9 a.m. Should you want to become a major supporter of the show or have questions, please contact us at mike@rothvoice.com. This is a shout-out for supporters Tweet Coleman, Ed Williams, Duane Romick, Paul Sorgan, and Dr. Craig Curtis at K2 in the Villages. We will be hearing more from Dr. Curtis with short Alzheimer's tips each week. If you know someone who should be on the show, contact us at mike@rothvoice.com. The way our show grows is with your help. Text your friends about this show if you enjoyed listening. Use the fan mail button on our homepage, Villages, to leave comments. Be sure to include your name, email, and phone number. We thank everyone for listening. The content of the show is copyrighted by Roth Voice 2026, all rights reserved.